Hello everybody, Superscrull. Welcome back to Let's Play Feed the Beast Monster. Where we last left off, we were working on some industrial craft stuff. We had our geothermal generators going, and I said we were going to come back with, and we also did open block tank, which I can show you here. I just filled up a little bit. I only have like one of these left, so it didn't take me that long. The tank can hold 16,000 millibuckets. As you can see, it says tank, and it gives me a little top. It says empty, and gives me how much it can hold. So I actually got some buckets. And what just happened? Why isn't it showing up? What? And it still says it's empty. What are you doing to me? You're making me waste my lava. Why you do this? Do I have to... Maybe I have to insert something... Maybe, hold on, let me check. If it's like... I didn't know that's how it worked. Maybe this is a special thing I have to use to do that. A tank... I can't see something special to have to use to put it in there. Like an insertion. Maybe I need to use... I don't know what. Okay, well that wasted 4 buckets of lava. I don't know what's going on, but this thing is still pretty smoking. By smoking I mean hot. By hot I mean lava-y and molten. Anyway, so this stuff is still doing its thing, all perfectly full. I haven't used it really. But what I will do is make the jetpack now. So that requires a bat box rather, which I have. It requires electronic circuit, I assume. Some glowstone, I know. Not bat box. What am I doing? Jet. And then here it is, electric jetpack. I did what? Damn it! Why am I in cheat mode? I think this is just the thing. It happens a lot. Whenever I log off and come back, it happens. I don't know why. Can't really stop it, unfortunately, and it's really annoying. What can I get rid of here? This food, I suppose. Anyway, right, so jetpack. So I need these iron item casing, advanced circuit. Ooh. Okay, so yeah, so let me get the... Do I have the iron item casings at all? I have 2. How many do I need? I need 4. So that isn't too hard to make. I actually don't even need... I only need the 1. And it'll get me 2. So I got that. Now I need to make the thing. So I need another one of these. Plus I need some copper cables. And rubber, which I don't have. Well, I suppose I'll have to go take a rubber sapling. And why am I talking like this? And my bone meal. Where's my bone meal? Did I put it somewhere? I put it in here, didn't I? No. I put it in here. Okay. This bone, probably. Never mind. Whatever. Let's go outside to the sunlight. Not there. Let's go out here. Is it daytime? I can't even tell. I just see a bunch of mobs everywhere on the mini map. Torch button. Ooh. Ooh, I love it. The problem with this is that these trees, they attach to these things and they don't get rid of them. So I need to make like a lumberjack axe that gets rid of it all. You know, that just cuts down the entire tree properly so I don't have to worry about it, and then I can just let it despawn because it despawns real quick. So let me put this down, and I just need a bit more rubber. Bone meal. And then cut it down. I could extract these logs, but I don't have the ability to do that, and I got nothing from that. What? 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 Nothing? Damn it. What the hell are you doing, game? Don't do this to me. Don't do me like that. Yes, there's some... I need to make that extractor so I can get this stuff real quick. I only got 2. That's garbage. I have 1 more, so I need 3 more of that. Which is... It's becoming nighttime as well, so I need to hurry this along. got 4. I only need a couple more then. I only need 1 more. Don't troll me like this game. Don't have any more bone meal. Gotta make this quick. Gotta make this quick. Wait, I think I can get in from here. Bone meal, right. But I want to make this, get as much as I can out of it. So let me put that there. Come on, get out of there. So if I grind it, I get 5 instead of 3. Boom. Come on. Oh, I get 6. Okay, that's even better than I thought. And we can go back up here. I don't want to do that because it's probably dangerous. I don't want to let any mobs in that thing. And I need to figure out how to use those open block tanks because they just trolled me out of, you know, lava. Which kind of makes me a bit angry. A bit, not a lot. Actually, I made a bed. What the hell am I doing? Let me sleep this off. Forgot about that. Thought I didn't have a bed for a second. I don't know why, but the mobs are already spawned, so this is going to be dangerous because these magical forest things stay spawned because there's no burning because there's so many trees. Maybe the tree already grew, though, with all the time I wasted. Maybe. Nope. Didn't think so. Ooh, okay. Maybe I should tap these. Maybe I shouldn't be, like, wasting it. Can I make a tree tap? I can. Can I not turn this into wood anymore? It sucks. Okay, let me go make a tree tap. More wasting time. Yay, so many indecisive decisions that... Indecisive decisions, that's an oxymoron. But anyway, all these indecisive things that lead me to wasting time in this episode. I have 4, so let me start cooking that. Is tree tap made the same way? Or is the game going to troll me again? Yay, it's made the same way. I'm going to make 1 for now. I don't need too many. That gave me 2. That's good enough for now. It's good enough for now. I need to set up a farm of some sort for those trees, or at least farm up some more if I can't actually farm any. Like, real farm. I don't think I can afford that right now. I don't have any power. So, yeah. I like this. Now I'm making food for myself really quickly, actually. Where's the jerky? There you are. Come on, come on, come on. Yeah, so now I need to make this into... Do I have enough? I need 6. Darn it. I need more. Clutter. I said clutter there, didn't I? I just said cutter. And boom. And 6, and then I don't have redstone on me. Dang it. Dang, dang. I think I have some right here. And there's people at home, and they're making loud noises, so I'm going to cut right here and be back later. Alright guys, we are back after that cut there. So we were making our jetpack, but a lot of things have happened since then, because it is a couple days later, and I've been working off-screen, like I said, to make all the other IC2 machines. So we still haven't made our jetpack yet, but you might notice something about our armor is a bit different. And our tools, too. So we'll start with the tools. I went ahead and... So I still have my cutter with no quartz on it, which means it's still only doing, like, 8 damage, which is about as much as this ruby axe, which means the ruby sword is actually doing more damage than this is currently in my NE I just loaded in. Then I have my pickaxe, obviously we've seen. I made a hammer, called it Knock Knock, so it's writable, because I used paper, obviously, so it has haste. Well, let's actually take a look in here. As you can see, I've changed my tool station for my tool forge, which, by the way, if you don't know, tool forge, it's made the same way, never changed, so it's the seared bricks, 4 blocks of iron, and the tool station. And what this does allow you to make more weapons, because I don't know if you noticed before, but you couldn't make certain ones. And with this, you can make all of them, including this axe and this hammer. So we start with the hammer, and it's just a hammerhead, 2 of these large plates, and a tough tool rod. So mine right here, oh, this is natural abilities area of effect. So it has 3 times, it does a 3x3, what's the thing I'm looking for? What am I saying? When you use it on stone, it digs out a 3x3 area, and it apparently has smite. I didn't know that. So the modifiers are, I have 50 out of 50 redstone. I have a moss for like automatic repair. I have diamond on there for obviously durability, and I have the emerald. Then I also made this axe. It's not the normal axe, this one, the hatchet. It's this axe right here, the lumber axe, because the ability is it's fell trees, which means you knock like the bottom wood and all the wood comes out. And a 3x3x3, I don't exactly know what that means. I think that means that's how much of the wood in the area it does. So on this I called it timber, and it's also made out of, all these are made out of alumite, as you can see. So it has redstone 100 out of 100, so extra fast. It's got a diamond, it's got emerald, it's got moss. The moss does make it look pretty ugly with the pink, but I don't really care. And then this is the stone bound, the stone the stone pickaxe I made with the diamond on it earlier, just to show you how to make stuff and to get the obsidian. What I did on this was I obviously had the diamond. I put 50 out of 50 redstone to make it faster. You might be asking, why would you want to keep this? I called it smooth cutter, and as you can see, I put silk touch on it. And the reason I did that was because, obviously I can't put silk touch on this if it has fortune already, because that's not possible. But you're probably wondering how I put silk touch on it, with something called a silky jewel. So you need this thing right here called the silky jewel, and you put it on this, and it gives it that yellow, and it makes it silk touch. The reason I put it on this was because this is easy to repair, and I feel like silk touch might be a thing I use quite a bit. So it's easy to repair, and I put haste on it, so it does a decent amount of hitting, plus it's capable of breaking obsidian, which is all I really need, the maximum amount of breaking power. I don't need to be able to break cobalt and stuff like that, because I don't need silk touch on that. So to make this, you need an emerald, which I have, and silky cloth. Silky cloth is a golden nugget, or gold ore berry, or aluminum brass nugget, which I don't have, because that's, you obviously need to mix aluminum and brass. So I used a gold nugget, and just string, not too hard, and you need 4 of those again. So boom, 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 you get a silky jewel, and I put it on that. Now my armor, as you can see, is the Nanosuit Armor. Now this hasn't changed. Its recipe is still the same. The only difference is the way you craft certain things. Obviously, I didn't make the helmet for a reason, because this actually has changed. This used to be a piece of glass. Now it's these night vision goggles, which are pretty intense to make. You need rubber, advanced circuits, the reinforced glass, these luminators. Luminators aren't too hard to make. The reinforced glass, I need the advanced alloy, but other than that, not too hard to make. This advanced RE battery is not that bad, I suppose. It's sulfur, which I have lots of. The bronze, not too bad still. A bit of crafting, but not extremely complicated. It's where the advanced heat exchanger comes in. It's pretty complicated. You need lapis plates and electronic circuits and heat exchangers. And it's just a ridiculous amount of crafting that I didn't want to do. So I have the rest of it. It's still made the same way, as you can see. But there's a problem. And I'll show you the problem right now. 6 diamonds left out of the 40 or 50 I had before. How? I'll show you. So to make these, you need these things called energy crystals. And as far as I know from previous times, an energy crystal is made with a diamond in the middle and redstone all around it, and you get 1. That is not the case anymore. I was making this without looking up the recipe because I already knew it, and this did not work. So it tempted me, obviously, to look up the recipe, and you need to compress energium dust, 9 of them, to make 1. Okay, how do you make energium dust? This is with 5 redstone and 4 diamond dust. Oh, and you get 9. Okay, not bad. So this diamond dust, it's kind of like the other ores, where if you macerate it, which you must, macerate diamond, you'll get more than 1 per diamond. No. For 1 diamond, you get 1 diamond dust, which means each one of these energy crystals, instead of costing 1 diamond, they cost 4. So I was spent. I used 4 of them, which means 16 diamonds to make this energy crystal, plus 1 for each of these. By the way, if you don't remember, the carbon plates are still made the same way by compressing raw carbon mesh, which are 2 raw carbon fibers, which are... It tricks you here. It says there's only 3 coal dust, or coal powder, whatever. It's actually 4 still. So it's in a box, you get 4. So I still did that. I used a bunch of coal, but not in insane amount. And I made this, and I charged it up. But of course, a bat box isn't enough to charge up this stuff. So I had to make myself an MFE. Now, if you look up the MFE, it's pretty much made the same way as before. No, it's exactly made the same way as before. So I was looking at this, and I'm like, oh, it's made the same way before, except with the basic machine casing was obviously the iron plates. But then I thought about it. These energy crystals, it costs 4 energy crystals to make 1, and each energy crystal costs 4 diamonds, not 1. So that's 6. It's another 16 diamonds right there. So I was a bit flabbergasted at that. I'm like, what? I'm getting 600,000 EU in one box for 16 diamonds. And obviously the insulated gold cable is made the same way. It's double insulated, so you make gold cable with the clippers and a gold plate, and you just use 2 rubber. Yeah. So you still have to use these 4 things. By the way, to make energy invest is not just used for this, because if that was the case, why wouldn't they just make this a diamond? Sorry, an energy crystal. Why would you need to give me 9 energy dust and then have me just compress that for no reason? This is also used for making the fiberglass cable. So these 2 things are used for that. So gotta remember that. Yeah, but no, this has been changed actually. As you can see, the output is 512 EU, where it used to be medium voltage used to be 128. The output is now 512, which was used to be the old high voltage. And as you can see, it can store 4 million EU rather than the 600,000 as it used to, because each of these crystals can hold 1 million EU, which making the overall storage of this 4 million, which is a lot more fair, because the bat box still holds 40,000, but it's really cheap to make, so that makes sense. Then it used to go up to this, which is pretty expensive for beginner game, and it output 128 EU per tick, and it only holds 600,000, and that upgraded to a 512 EU per tick output with the MFSU, and that could hold 10 million. So that jump was a bit unfair, and ridiculously weird. And I'm being very technical with you, so I hope you guys are following. By the way, I figured out how to use this open blocks tank. All you have to do is right-click with lava buckets. I don't know exactly what was going on wrong before, but it's working now, so I can just hold, each one of these holds 16,000 millibuckets, which is 16 buckets on its own, which means it's pretty effective at holding liquids, much more efficient than the railcraft tanks. So I'll probably be using these in the future for anything. As you can see, I crafted up a bunch of other machines. So I had the macerator, I made the electric furnace, I made the extractor, and I made the compressor, and I still have my metal former here. And these are just, obviously, this used to output 128 EU per tick, and 128 EU per tick is still medium voltage, which means the MFE actually puts out high voltage. So I need to put medium voltage transformer, which takes in the high voltage, outputs it as 128 EU per tick. Then the low voltage transformer takes in the 128 EU per tick, and puts it into 32 EU per tick for these machines to use, so they don't blow up. So we'll actually MV transform. I'll show you these recipes quickly in case you forget. So as you can see, the low is 128 and the high is 512. So we can take both. Obviously, it inputs the high and outputs the low. Made the same way with the copper cables and the basic machine casing. The low voltage, as you can see, high is 128, low is 32, and it's made with wood, this insulated tin cable, which is made the same way as copper except with tin, and then it uses the coil, which are the iron and the uninsulated copper cable. And then, so the other machines, their recipes haven't changed, so we can just look them up. If we go at IC2, so we have the bat box, the same MFE, the same. MFSU is made the same way, but obviously it's more expensive because the Lapitron crystals take one of these, which is the 4 diamonds. So I need to get more diamonds, by the way, if you couldn't tell. I'm really low on them. As you can see, there's an HV transformer, which the high is now 2048, and there's finally a use for extreme voltage, which is right here. It's been upgraded to 8,192 EU per tick. So now there's a reason for me to go ahead and make this nuclear reactor, because it's more, I get a lot more power from it. So I'm going to need to make that eventually. What's the CESU? I don't know what that is. It holds a capacity of, oh, maybe the CESU is the mid, because this holds 300,000 EU per tick. Sorry, 300,000 EU, which is I guess where where I should have gone, but I'm used to going from Batbox to MFE to MFSU, so that's why I didn't know this existed. Obviously, I don't know everything about these new machines because there's lots more. So the water mill, the solar panels. Solar panel only makes 1 EU per tick. I think that's always been how it is, but I never realized how bad it was. So what was I getting at? The iron furnace. The electric furnace is with the iron furnace and the electronic circuit. That's how you make the electronic circuit, if you didn't know. Masquerade the same way. Extractor is the same thing as the tree tap, the basic machine casing, which is this. Also, by the way, I got so much rubber because I used the rubber logs, and I put them in the extractor to get rubber. I also crafted up 2, where are they? 2 of these overclocker upgrades, which if you don't remember how to make those, is the coolant cells with this. The coolant cells are the water capsules or whatever with tin plates around it. So pretty expensive on the tin. Not that bad, though. What are you? Hello? Enderman? Okay. Masquerade Extractor. Compressors made the same way, so stone, basic machine casing, and the electronic circuit. So not that bad. Now, quantum armor is still extremely expensive because you need the iridium and all that, and iridium ore is still, I'm assuming... Oh, maybe it's different now. Where's the UU matter? UU matter still exists as far as I can tell because the mass fabricator still exists. So that's not the thing I'm going after. The armor I want to go after next, because this might be good armor for now, but it's not great. It doesn't let me fly because I have to take this off to put the jetpack on. So it's kind of not the greatest. I also need more power, by the way, because this is not holding me up all that well with all these things. I mean, this has... was 181,000 out of the 4 million, so I need a more efficient way of pumping in stuff. I'm probably going to use, like, pipes. Is there liquid transport pipes still? Liquid... Doesn't seem to be liquid transfer pipes anymore, which is a bit surprising, but there are these retrieval nodes for liquids. I might want to use those, actually. Oh, they cost diamonds. Maybe not. I need the transfer node is when I need to transfer this from straight to here without making, using buckets or anything. So, there's that. I need to get to making the jetpack now, so let me do that. Oh, but yeah, before we get to that, just a second. The armor I want to go after now is the modular power suits power armor. This stuff, so I need a power armor tinker table, which is not too expensive. The power armor helmet, which is not expensive at all. By the way, the recipes differ. If you have IC2 installed, you'll have to use the electronic circuit. If not, you'll have to use coils that I've never really worked with before, so I wouldn't really know how it works. It's extremely cheap to make, so we'll probably cover that next episode, or in a couple episodes, but for now, let's focus on the jetpack. I have the power to charge it now, so let's do that. So I have the iron casing. This advanced circuit I need to make, which I might have already made, actually. I did. Nice on me. Glowstone and a bat pack, which I have, or bat box rather. Where is the glowstone? I talked a lot, I'm sorry about that, but I had to explain everything I've been doing. Glowstone, where did you go? Oh, you're up here. What the hell am I doing? And 1, 2. I have some essence ore. I've been collecting this stuff. I gotta set up a proper way to farm these. Hopefully we can get to the nether this episode. With this armor, I should be good for... I mean, I shouldn't get totally wrecked. Although my helmet is going to be my weak spot. I'm actually going to put this stuff away. Put my diamonds away because I don't want to all die with those. I need to go strip mining, which won't be too difficult with my hammer. I'll show you how the hammer works if you guys don't know later. But for right now, let's make this. And why does that not work? The shift click on this. It works with some things, but not all things. It's kind of irritating. I think it has to do with the fact that this has a storage capacity? Maybe? I don't know. And boom, jetpack. Very, very almost primitive. I know jetpacks are technically the technology of the future in our times, but in Feed the Beast, the jetpack is like the worst possible way to fly. It's not very good. So I throw that in there, and it gets charged up, it can hold 30,000 EU, which is only like 2 minutes of flying, or 180 seconds of flying, which is 3 minutes. Something very insignificant like that. But the fact that I need to put this on and take this off is very bad, because the Nanosuit body armor provides the most amount of protection. As you can see there, I have 5 with it off, and I get 3.5 more with it on. It's very good protection, not the greatest, but some of the best. So it does do me, a bit of a screw thing.